The DEPGI 14-inch integrated screen featured in today's review is provided courtesy of DEPGI. The Xbox Series X has been an awesome addition to this generation of games. Its low cost makes it a great complementary system to more powerful gaming devices, while its smaller footprint makes it easy to take anywhere. This second point is ideal for anyone who travels frequently and prefers console gaming. As such, the Series S has made an excellent candidate for the integrated screen treatment that turns the small system into a portable powerhouse. While the concept of the integrated screens has been around since the PS1 popularized it back in the early 2000s, the Series S is the first time it has looked so good since. Today I am happy to share with you all the new 14-inch 1080p offering from DEPGI. While its asking price is eye-watering, the performance on hand for this use case is something special. DEPGI's screen comes in a white box showcasing the screen attached to an Xbox system. Features are highlighted in the bottom left corner. Each side contains additional product shots and service info. The back further showcases key aspects of the monitor. Inside the box resides the monitor, mounting bracket, screws and screwdriver, HDMI cable, USB to barrel adapter in 2 lengths, USB wall outlet, quick start guide, and finally a remote. The DEPGI 14-inch monitor is low profile and sleek to look at both on and off the Series S console. The shell of the device is pure white, closely matching the Series S. Unfortunately, this does pose a problem for the new 1TB Series S systems that come in black. Hopefully DEPGI will release a second color variant to keep the integrated look intact. The monitor attaches to the console by way of a removable mounting arm. This arm has a number of pegs that fit into the Series S ventilation grill, while a main latch attaches to the rest of the monitor housing. The arm is then secured by 2 screws, keeping everything firmly in place. The hinge has good resistance to it, ensuring the screen stays in place no matter the angle. Unlike some competing offerings, the DEPGI screen doesn't open to a parallel position with the Series S. One small nitpick I have with the overall aesthetic look is that when closed, the screen doesn't align to the mounting arms, giving it a slightly off appearance. The screen features a matte finish, helping to reduce overall glare during use, and the smaller bezel is a treat. Just below the screen are a number of controls for volume and menu adjustments. Along the rear of the monitor are a duo of HDMI ports, headset jacks, and a power port. It is also worth knowing that the monitor does not block any ventilation or ports on the Series S itself. Getting started with the DEPGI monitor is a breeze thanks to its easy mounting to the Series S console. The short HDMI cable plugs nicely into the back of both devices with minimal overhang. The screen can be powered directly from the console, or a wall adapter can be used if the ports are needed for other things. Upon supplying power to the console, the screen comes to life and is ready to use. I am shocked by the color calibration of the display right out of the box. The colors have a good pop while not being completely overblown or saturated. Contrast likewise is set to a very pleasing level by default. The default brightness is a bit low for my taste, but a quick visit to the menu using the onboard controls or included remote had me happy in no time. The screen offers a number of fine-tuning points for color that are honestly surprising to see on such a device. As such, it can really be adjusted to any user's preference. Even black levels are pretty on par with other IPS monitors out there. Thankfully, there are also no instances of backlight bleed, and the overall uniformity of the backlighting is excellent. It is also worth mentioning that the screen can make use of HDR10 video formats, but thanks to Microsoft locking them behind a 4K resolution, it isn't possible to use the feature with this monitor and the Series S. Hooking up a PS4 or 5 to the second HDMI port, however, showcases some decent results. Obviously not a full-fledged HDR experience due to the screen's lack of overall brightness, but it is a noticeable difference. FreeSync is also supported, but I can't find any mention of its frame rate bounds. Thankfully, the screen also has an 8 millisecond response time, keeping it under a frame of lag for controller input. Whether I am taking it easy with Final Fantasy or sweating it up in Apex Legends, I never feel delayed. Speaking of sweating it up in Apex, the previous 11.5-inch model of screen DEPGI sent me was so stricken with display smearing that playing the game was less than ideal. This new 14-inch version, however, handles as well as any typical 60Hz display. While fast movements may still result in image blurring, which is, again, typical of 60Hz, it isn't a smeary mess, making the experience a pleasing one, especially considering the mobility this setup now has. The screen's built-in 3-watt speakers also deliver a surprising amount of clarity for every title presented, which is a delightful surprise. Hooking up a headset to an Xbox controller or the screen's headphone jacks is also possible for better audio quality. While 1080p is the main display resolution of this DEPGI screen, it does allow for 720p and 480p sources to display without issue. The second HDMI input on the display is a bit silly, but I can't argue with how nice quick switching between two systems is. As such, pairing the screen with a few of my HDMI modded retro consoles proved to be an absurd delight. GameCube with the Retrobit Prism worked like a charm, and the display handled its quick resolution changes without issue. OG Xbox likewise fit right in with its upscaled 720p output provided by the stellar Xbox HD+. Best yet for retro fans, the display has a manual aspect ratio setting for properly displaying older games in 4:3 ratios. Or, you could always just turn your Xbox Series S into an emulation beast, because that looks awesome too. One thing to note, however, is that due to the size of the display and the better quality it has over its predecessor, pushing the volume and brightness to high can make it require more power than is capable from the Series S USB ports. A handy warning pops up letting users know that adjusting things too high can cause problems, and so far leaving brightness maxed and volume around 30 to 40% hasn't resulted in any shutdowns. Even after prolonged gameplay sessions over 3 hours, I have yet to have a single issue with power. If this isn't the case for everyone, the included wall adapter is ready to step in when needed. As far as an integrated display solution is concerned, the DEPGI 14-inch screen accomplishes almost everything it sets out to do and does it well. The display not perfectly lining up with the housing makes it feel lower quality than it is, but otherwise the experience is a solid one. But the true deterrent for this add-on will always be in its price point. At $279, it comes in at roughly the same price as the Series S itself when being sold at full MSRP. When the Series S can often be picked up for $239 new, it makes the price even harder to swallow. So unfortunately, a niche device, this will remain. If the high asking price is of no concern to you and you want an integrated screen for your Xbox Series S, the DEPGI 14-inch screen is certainly a capable performer. It looks great attached to the Xbox and doesn't block any of the integrated ports or intake vents. Low input lag, good out-of-the-box color calibration and contrast, decent speakers, and best of all, no image ghosting truly shine to make it a great add-on for Series S owners looking to use the console anywhere they go. While the price makes it harder to recommend to everyone, those who pick it up are sure to be delighted. And that is the DEPGI 14-inch 1080p integrated screen for Xbox Series S. Once again, just a wonderful all-around performer, great colors out of the box, very minimal setup required to get this thing looking and playing wonderfully. Big shout out to DEPGI again for sending this out for us to check out, and big thank you to each and every one of you for watching today's review. I hope you have found it informative and gives you something to think about in your Series S setup. Again, the price point on this one is a bit staggering, but there are oftentimes coupons to save $60 on this one, so be sure to check it out if you are interested. But here at the end of the video, I do have a couple of huge favors to ask. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to hit that thumbs up, thumbs down button, depending on how much you like today's review, as well as that sub button and notification bell so you can see when new videos go live on the channel. Loads of content always coming your way, and I'd love to have each and every one of you along for the ride. For anyone interested in helping support the channel and keep it going, you can also check out that join button here on YouTube, Patreon link in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, or you could check us out on Coffee Now. A little really goes a long way to keeping this place up and running and bringing all of this content directly to you. Big thank you to all of our current backers. You are amazing champions, and we could not do it without you. But until next time, my wonderful internet peeps, you all stay awesome, keep on gaming, and we'll see you back next video.